Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. So Colorado State's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. Listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Still running at the 40. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Rams are in the hurry-up.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something that you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Tosses it incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Unleashes it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you gotta have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is hungry.
Guys, let's look big picture Miami. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something
breaks into the open. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
With the run on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Makes the grab on the left. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Rams decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be third and long.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Continues to fight for yards. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
The Rams moving quickly to the line. Guys, let's take a minute and look big picture at Colorado State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get him.
And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted.
Oh, what? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
For a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels, but to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Wants to throw again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Rams will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Got it in the middle. It's carry on. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. This time he's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's first and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense changing the play. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Canes. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Colorado State, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rams want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. He'll pull it on the read. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll throw on third down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The give to the back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
And the Rams will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got room to work. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, running back on the move. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to the ground game on the left. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The RPO fired complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember that.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Might as well give it to him again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Dalton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this offense has just been moving in quicksand. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Colorado State, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense return. Canada to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more... Oh, it's a fumble! Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Turning on the Jets at the 20. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 11 over Coastal Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you... the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction.
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot.